what you can do on Ocean Drive, what you've been doing, and what the future holds as far as restricting noise of commercial vehicles and buggies and etc.?
Well, first off, there's an awful lot here in the report, and
Yes.
We could talk for probably quite a while about all the police initiatives you received in LTC from the department, about the last year and the efforts on Ocean Drive. About a month ago, they resulted in a 20% increase in crime, major crime on Ocean Drive. It was a combination under Captain Jones's leadership, a whole combination of things that we did, including some special enforcement initiatives with undercover officers, a whole lot of arrests made, and all of that. With regard to the recommendations in the report, we've been scrupulous in saying that we were there for information. These are obviously policy decisions for you. There's one particular recommendation that the police department feels strongly about, and that is doing something about that tunnel configuration. It causes conflict. It obscures criminal behavior. It makes it very hard for us to see what's going on. So to the extent anyone's asking for an expert opinion from the police on that particular recommendation, there are a host of challenges, and I'm not sure you want to get into the details of them, around the noise enforcement. I made this comment to the task force. Ocean Drive in the busier areas is awash in noise. It is somewhat incongruous to me that we would take an enforcement action against a particular vehicle that has a little bit of noise in a block that is so loud and awash in noise that we permit out of the establishment. So I don't know that there's an easy solution to that. And beyond that, there are technical problems with charging someone with anything other than a civil violation for which there is no penalty if you don't pay the fine.
It's not a moving violation?
So, and Wayne's better at explaining this than I am, so Wayne.
So it's not a moving violation. We've got two options when enforcing loud music emanating from a vehicle. And we have to first be able to accurately say it's in excess of 100 feet. And how we do that may vary from measuring from one block for the next, or actually using a real wind-up measuring stick, if you will. We can charge a person under the county ordinance, which is a criminal infraction. The Chief and I have had some discussions about this, and I'm of the opinion we don't want to criminalize mostly young people for playing music in their cars along Ocean Drive. But then there's the issue of where do you stop them? Ocean Drive itself is typically very, very busy, particularly on a weekend, Friday or Saturday night. Cars are bumper to bump in both directions. Stopping vehicle, to side a vehicle, and or arrest someone, we think creates more of a traffic issue and congestion than it's worth.
Okay, we will get back to this again. That's not satisfactory, but I'm not sure what a satisfactory solution might be.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mitch Novick. I proudly served on the task force. Of course, you've seen what I termed the minority report, which laid out a 5-point plan. I'll just sum it up briefly. I believe you strongly need to address vehicular noise, as they do in Bal Harbour and most other municipalities, as Giuliani did aggressively in Manhattan, as well as the noise, unrestricted noise from entertainment establishments along Ocean Drive. It's unrestricted eastward, and that needs to be repealed, and restrictions need to be put in place. I also believe you need to revisit the MXC zoning. The entertainment component is incompatible with residential and hotel use, as well as preclude any additional entertainment establishments from opening that cannot fully contain their noise. Regarding the sidewalks, to quote the mayor, I agree these businesses should not be rewarded for the bad behavior they bring to our reputation and the city. This would be a third time cost of tens of millions of dollars. Your predecessors serving where you sit today have decided twice to widen the sidewalks. There was a grandiose lighting scheme that was also implemented. Those lights had failed due to moisture or whatever reason. This is not any great revelation in terms of widening the sidewalk, as well as, and most importantly, I've seen 15 feet of Lummis Park lost in the last 25 years, and I'm opposed to what I strongly believe is a violation of the Lummis Brothers restrictive covenant, which was, as far as I know, the first gift given to the city of Miami Beach. And regarding the tunnel light gauntlet, it is the tables that dictate the coverage required of umbrellas and awnings that the customers need to protect from the elements. I believe you should look into less tables on the public right-of-way. These businesses, of course, can invite the customers inside their establishments. Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.